My adopted younger sister, Marissa Payton, loves pulling pranks on others, but I'm the only one who gets hurt in her pranks. Last year, she and our older brother, James Payton, locked me up in a cold storage room. Because of that, I'm afflicted with a case of severe asthma. James apologizes to me before telling me that he'll take me cave diving just to make it up to me. Marissa tags along with us on the trip. She keeps casting me malicious glances every now and then. Feeling rather uneasy, I quickly get into the water just so I can get away from Marissa. But when I'm 65 feet deep, I feel a wave of suffocation hitting me all of a sudden. It turns out that Marissa has secretly shut off the oxygen supply. I can hear Marissa's smug laughter ringing out from the underwater communicator. "Look, Jamie, I told you that Nat would fall for it again." James's voice is filled with affection. "Leave it to you to be smart enough to think of such a prank to play on your sister, you little imp." My face has gone blue from the suffocation. I struggle with all my might in an attempt to turn on the bailout cylinder, only to feel my hands getting slapped away from them thanks to Marissa, who has swum over to me. She then whines into the communicator. "Look at how dramatic Nat is being, Jamie. She can't stand the suffocation at all, even though it's only been a few seconds." I hear James's icy and aloof voice reverberating in my earpiece. "Just hold on a little longer. Look at how delicate you are. It hasn't been all that long, yet you already can't stand it. How humiliating. You're not even in the same league as Mari." This time I can only stare at James in despair as my complexion slowly goes purple. Has he forgotten what happened to me? Thanks to their prank, my lungs have already sustained irreversible damage. It's getting more and more difficult for me to breathe. Finally, my vision goes black, and I collapse in the dark bottom of the sea. This prank isn't funny at all, James. This time, I'm going to die for real. Chapter 1. The ocean water was freezing, the sort of icy cold that seeped through the skin and right into my bones. It was even more painful than when I was trapped in the freezer last year. My spirit floated in midair, watching as my blue-tinged body lay limply in the sandy bottom of the cave. Marissa Payton, my adopted younger sister, swam over to me. Her swim fins stirred up a cloud of silt, which landed right on my face and covered it. Stretching out a leg, she kicked hard at my body. "Look, Jamie, Nat sure is going all out in her act this time. She isn't moving at all." Her delighted giggling came over the communicator, the sound filled with triumphant glee. The voice of James Payton, my older brother, swiftly came over the line, his tone coldly indifferent as he said impatiently, "Stop that, Natalie. It's enough to put on this show once. There's no need to keep pretending. Now hurry up and get up. Stop wasting everyone's time." I stared at James, my older brother by blood, as he held on tight to Marissa's hand. Clearly, he was worried about her getting swept away by the currents. He didn't even bother looking at me when he spoke, assuming that I was still throwing a tantrum at having my oxygen shut off. At that moment, our diving instructor, Jackson Morris, came over. Using the high-powered dive light he held, he shone it straight into my eyes. "Ms. Natalie, stop pretending. Your heart rate monitor already cut off earlier. Did you pull the sensor off yourself? With such outstanding acting skills? Why don't you try your luck at winning an award?" Marissa's smile widened further. "She's just trying to make Jamie feel sorry for her. After all, she's not as charming as I am." From where I was floating above their heads, I sorely wanted to scream at them that I wasn't putting on an act. I was truly dead. My lungs were already injured from when Marissa shut me in the freezer last year on April Fool's Day. She claimed she was just playing a prank on me. At the time, James stood beside her, glancing at his watch as he said, "Nat, if you can hold on for 10 minutes, then I'll gift you that necklace you've been wanting." I screamed for help, pounding madly on the door, and when my asthma kicked in, it felt as though knives were slicing at my lungs. In the end, it wasn't until I had collapsed to the icy floor that they took their sweet time opening the door. After that incident, the doctor reported that my respiratory system had suffered irreversible damage. James apologized to me then, telling me that he knew he was wrong. He promised to bring me diving in this underwater cave this year, saying that it would be a sort of recovery training and also as compensation. I believed him.